G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to review the game which was between the Hawks and the Cats. Last night it was the Hawks by 36 points. Headline this week though is Hawks flag to lose champion.
Ooh.
It was a few weeks ago, I said it as well, but it was more reinforced by their performance last night. And regardless of the result, I probably still think it's their flag to lose, but mate, we're in the best shape we've been in about 5 weeks, us, personally.
Yeah, finally none of us are sick, we're over these colds, so it's good.
Yeah, I feel better about these videos. I don't have to worry about just getting well. I can actually do other things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're both at the game, mate. Thanks to your sister putting the sub vest on and putting me back in. So, how did we sort of see the game?
Yeah, I can't disagree with your call on the Hawks there, mate. They are an impressive unit, but from a Geelong perspective, it was interesting. I mean,
It was.
36-point margin. I felt, honestly, it was about an 18-point game. I think that reflected better. I mean, they dominated the first quarter. We had the most part of the second and the most part of the fourth, but we just didn't put on the board. And yes, that's a quality of a good side, of course. Hawthorn had that extra polish, and their ball movement and transition was far better than ours, hence they skipped away and they're so efficient. But look, I think it got out to 8 goals to 3 at one point.
Yeah, it looked dangerous.
And we're sitting there on the half-full flank just looking at each other going, this could be bad. You know, you think back to round 1, 62 points, and that could have been 80. You know, and we fought back really well, and I thought we had a good piece of the game. We got hammered in the clearances and things like that. Sam Mitchell again let to run free. Yes, we don't really have a tag, but that was just extremely frustrating. But look, if you wanted me to give it a grade, schools teacher style, I'd give it a B, to be honest. I mean, I thought we were decent. We fought back hard. Of course, there's those lapses that we have. No Duncan, no Lonigan, Hurts.
Yeah, they were 2 huge outs.
Yeah, and we've commented in the past that we need our best 22 to match it with most sides, let alone the best in the competition.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I feel it was probably what we expected, and I know you feel the same on that one. So it was disappointing to lose, of course, but at a certain point, certainly, we could have been hammered. We did fight back, and it was disappointing that because we got to 10 points at certain times, 9 points even.
Yeah, it was so close and so far at the same time.
Yeah, but they're a well-oiled machine, and they make you pay. I mean, scoring shots were basically the same. Some of the stats were reasonably the same at times. They hammered us for inside 50 most part in clearances, but
other than that, we sort of matched them in a way.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, no real surprises, really. Of course, with the game, you're kind of emotional and wound up in the game. But upon reflection, some interesting points later in, say, the votes and the chopping block and that on certain players. But from a game point of view, probably as expected, I guess. What do you reckon?
Well, matey, I said the Hawks between 5 and 7 goals, and we won by 6.
Yeah, 6.
And I said in the big footy post that I think it'll be similar to the 2014 qualifying final. Well, I think it was pretty much exactly the same. So there you go, crazy scenes. But
nice.
The Hawks have won the last 4, but we defeated them last year. Well, that's one thing we talked about last night with you and Jeffy boy.
Yeah,
couldn't believe just how that happened.
It's strange, isn't it?
Doesn't feel like that long ago, but it does. Don't know what's going on. But anyway, I think we played well, but in another sense, we just weren't composed enough in the heat of the game when it really counted, i.e. when it got out to 10 points and it was getting really close in the last quarter, peppered the chances at the goals and just inexperienced, you'd probably say, so cost us in the way.
And in particular, what was it? Gregson missed, must kick that, Cockatoo directly in front, Walker 2
chances.
So disappointing.
Unfortunately, that's the future. They'll get better though, hopefully. The Hawks' ball movement and spread was the worry. We watched the first quarter the night before that, which was the 2012 one where we kicked 9 goals. And a lot of those things weren't quite being ticked off, especially in the first quarter. Closing speed was great. The dangerous kick in the middle on the 45, the quick ball movement and making them pay on the turnover wasn't quite there, at least not early in the game. So, we looked for a few little things to tick, and it wasn't quite happening with the Hawks just being so good.
Which we did tick off in the second at times. I mean, that sort of brought us back, but the Hawks are too good. They just don't let you keep that up.
No. They let you have moments in the game. I reckon they just like to tease you a little bit, and then they just bring you back to earth with an easy goal. And Clarko reckons he worked pretty hard for his goals. Well, I don't think it looked that way from our point of view, but they always look so easy.
Yeah, well, if they worked hard, what did we do for our goals?
Yeah, what did we do, mate? Can't believe it. But yeah, they're just more efficient going forward, and that was always a worry. I feel like we've been efficient going forward lately, but the Hawks are just so good again. You have to put down the Hawks are just good. Unfortunately,
sure.
But the small forwards is another concern. Would Jeb Hughes have helped? Was he injured? I'm not too sure there, but yeah, we really do need some kind of damaging small defender to really counteract their forwards, because Monfrey's kicked 6 in the past and Cyril kicked 6 last night. Don't know if he's ever kicked 6 before. Probably equal career high for him. So, it's a concern of our game, but in the same token, I think Cyril would have kicked 6 on nearly anyone last night. He was very, very good to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And Enright, I suppose, in the past has done a reasonable job. We touched on last night that he's still got that smart and that guile of a footballer, but he's just lost that slight bit of pace, a little bit older, and it just showed, one-on-one at times he was exposed and no one else could have, Views could have had a crack. I think he was, right? I think he was in the frame for selection. Yeah.
He was about as
like that.
He was about as nervous as me last night at the train. It's an interesting moment.
Jokes there.
Yeah, but overall, pretty happy in a way. We controlled the game for various parts of quarters, but we just couldn't make them pay. And 25 scoring shots to 26, I think. So, you look at that in isolation and you say that's sort of an even-Steven game, but Hawks a bit more accurate, and that's just the way it is with how they play and how they set up. So no, and also when it went to our 50, so crowded, goes up to the other end, and when they transition a bit like Fremantle style, they just it's so open and dangerous. But
certainly,
my other point, I was onto it and then got to another point, but so open up in their 50, very concerning, but. Yeah, I can't quite remember the point, mate. I thought it was alright, but
we'll was coming to you there. But
I was trying to get back to it, but it might come back to me later. Yeah. That's it for the review of the game.
No worries.
We'll go to the votes.
We will, mate, and I think the first two are pretty standout. Joel Selwood was the 3 votes for mine, 25 touches and a clutch goal.
Yeah, fantastic
19
goal.
contested, and he would have had about 10 clearances, I reckon. One of the best games for the season he played, and at times, perhaps if he was more productive, I felt one of the best games for his career nearly. It's a big call, but he led the way. Captain's game was fantastic.
Certainly.
And Guthrie, you won't get too many stiffer games to not get the 3, but 30 touches, 3 goals, great breakaway from the clearance. Impressive form and followed up with a big game. He gets the 2 votes.
Stiff not to get 3.
Yeah, for sure. And the 1 vote I gave to Mackie. I felt he was a bit loose checking on Bruce, and Bruce kicked 3, so that was disappointing.
Yeah,
Taylor came to mind, Johnson came to mind, but I went Mackie just because he had the 27, 6 inside 50s, some of the best drive he's given us all year.
Yeah, 21 kicks.
Yeah,
so that's promising.
Some vintage Mackie, so he gets the 1 vote for mine. But how did you see it, mate?
Well, similar in a way. I usually do. Joel Selwood, the 3 votes, and again Guthrie so stiff not to get the 3. 25 disposals, 5 marks, and the 3 tackles. Then kicked that awesome goal from the pocket. I reckon we knew he was going to kick it.
Yeah,
we had a good feeling about it. So no, he was fantastic. He just led from the front all game, and he just looked like a standout. And I said to you, he probably had 15 or 17 contested possessions because they were all hard earned, and you saw them all like they were. So hard earned by, but he got there in the end. Fantastic game for him. 2 votes to Camp Guthrie, very stiff again. I've said 3 times. 30 disposals, 6 marks, 5 tackles, and 3 goals. 30 touches, 3 goals. I think, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
In his goal from the pocket, that snapperoo around the corner.
Right behind that.
Yeah, just looked like he was going to go through the moment he kicked it, and he got us started quite well early on. I think he might have kicked them all in the first half, or at least 2 of them. So when we really needed someone to stand up, he did, and broke away from the stoppages as he usually does. Did a very good job there. really helped us when we needed it, I guess, in the heat of the game. And I just think Selwood, like you probably, mate, did it for the full 4 quarters.
Yeah, for sure.
So
the impact was really
huge.
really massive.
It was felt.
Yeah.
And the one vote to my man Stevie J, got the 23 disposals, 8 marks, 3 tackles, 2 goals. I threw his name up and I thought, yeah, he's all right tonight. And then I look at the stats and that's quite a great game from him, considering what he's produced this year. Not saying he's been terrible this year, but yeah, at times when we needed him to create something, he did, and he was exceptional at times. And his old mojo back, and you wanted some vintage Steve, and you got him, mate. So it was in some pretty good form, and loves playing the Hawks as much as Paul Chapman, I'm sure.
Yeah, great to see. Just Selwood and Guthrie, and our 2 favourite players hanging on the end.
Yeah, how about that?
There you go.
2 guys hanging on to their careers. Well, I think Maggie's got
the clock back.
Maggie's got the contract for next year.
I think so.
I think he got an offer to him, so Lakey's contract though is looking a bit worse for wear.
As certain people pointed out.
Yeah, certainly, mate. So we'll move on to your second, mate, the chopping block, match committee review panel, whatever.
A whole lot.
Everything.
Well, mate, it'll be interesting at the selection table. You would imagine Duncan will come back for sure, and Lonergan. Lonergan was sick.
Calf injuries are scary.
Yeah, they can, but apparently just a bit of a strain. He pulled up sore, so
alright, good.
Hopefully be okay. Kelly, slight ankle strain, but he wasn't mentioned on the injury report on the Sunday Footy Show this morning. They normally cover that fairly well, and Billy Brownless did it too, so you would have thought a bit of Geelong bias, he would have just mentioned him, but he didn't, so I would not think at this early stage it's too serious.
Yeah, probably precautionary, I reckon.
Yeah, but the big story, mate, Dan Menzel must play. I mean,
he was earmarked to play against the Saints, so there's no reason why he shouldn't.
And he kicked 3 yesterday and was best on ground, so...
He has to be.
And I don't know, have you watched Scotty's press conference?
I've watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, well, he says at the end, they ask him whether the Menzel selection, and he said, I might already know the answer, doesn't mean I'm going to tell you, in typical Scotty fashion, but I think we can pretty much say that's a yes. So I think Gregson may make way for him potentially, depending on injuries, I think.
Bit of a rest for him.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a rest, which we've brought up in this segment in the past, but he just struggled, I should say, to get into the game.
Yeah, found wanting.
Yeah,
that's the one.
In the big game. And when his moment came, he unfortunately missed a goal, which could have kick-started us and made it a bit closer, which was disappointing, but that's the way it goes. Matty Stokes had the 7 kicks of the 21 disposals.
Yeah, it's not like he had more kicks, but anyway.
He's just not as damaging as he can be, and he's probably gotten less damaging as his career's gone on. He was okay, but again, he probably gets thrown up, whether it's more important to play someone younger or Stokesy, which you know what you're going to get pretty much. Yeah. So, interesting debate, and I'll just finish on Josh Walker.
Oh boy, yeah.
Now, we normally pump up Walker and smack Kirsten. I mean, I haven't changed my thoughts on Kirsten, but Josh Walker's just starting to really frustrate me. I mean, we've been pretty patient with him, and for good reason. I mean, we stand by all the points we've said in the past, but he has a good game or two, kicks a bag, looks good, and you think, here we go, string it together, make this position your own. But then he just lets you down, and when he doesn't do much, he's barely sighted. And last night it was damning, probably being at the game, needed someone to step up. I was really disappointed he missed those 2 set shots. He didn't look too confident going back.
No.
And you got to kick them, at least one. I think he kicked our last goal of the game, which, it was dead then, but... sorry, Lakey beat him in one contest, just dropped the mark, so... He just struggles to grab that opportunity, which is so frustrating because he has potential. But I don't know, mate. I mean, there's no one else really putting their hand up at the moment.
That's the thing, isn't it?
But look, if Clark came back or Vardy was in some good form later in the year, unfortunately Josh just hasn't grabbed it and said, this is mine, good luck getting back in the side, fellow tall. So that's disappointing.
Yeah, I was quite... I wasn't very happy with his performance.
No.
And we just both want him to do well, and it's not quite happening for him at the moment. But you can make the old excuse or argument that he's a young developing forward. They take a long time. What about Tommy Hawkins? He took a long time. So, but
I feel like he's in that window.
Yeah, he's just got to put his hand up, and even if he kicks 2 a game like that's good. But hopefully,
mate. Yeah,
hopefully he can improve on that.
Definitely, because it puts a lot of pressure on Hawkins, so we need someone else to stand up for sure.
And for next week too, matey, with
there's a segue for you, mate.
for the Saints, we've got them at Etihad Stadium, I'm pretty sure. So Menzel's comeback game potentially, and hopefully should be a good percentage boost for the Cats. Not penciling in anything, but
he's confident.
In saying that, I think we will win. Should win. Have to win if we want to play finals. So you'd like to think that we will give it our best, and hopefully have close to our best 22 in there, which you'd think so. What happened to Lonigan? What was his...
I think he was sick.
Oh, that's right, yeah. No, I remember reading that. So, yeah, we'd like to think we have our best 22 in, and that means we'll generally put in a good show. So, and then Etihad, I think we produced probably some of our best form. So, I think we'll get the job done quite comfortably, I think. I hope. I'd have to say around the 8 to 9 goal mark.
Yeah.
I can't see us absolutely... Yeah, I can't see us smashing them, but... And so, no, I don't think it'll be a nail biter either.
Yeah, we rarely smash teams, do we?
That's it. So, hence my tip.
Yeah. Disappointing because the Crows, they went on with it against Essendon.
Yeah, huge win.
I think we lost 2 or 3% and they gained about 10.
Yeah, so scary.
So, yeah, really, really hurt us there. And look, percentage will come into it, that's for sure. So, it would be nice to come away with a big win, but you just never know with the Saints. They are capable of playing footy just that is inspiring football.
Yeah.
And then look at yesterday's game, North Melbourne, the first half, they were obviously very impressive against the Roos, and then the second half, third quarter in particular, were just ordinary.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to lock away the win. I mean, we know that. We have to win every game from here on out, basically, to play finals, unless there's some real upsets.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yes, it'll be very interesting, mate, and must get the job done.
We need to, champion. We need to.
Definitely.
Well, that's a review from Shorty and myself on the Hawks and the Cats clash with the Hawks home by 36 points. Too good in the end, as they usually are, and it's frustrating, but that's how it goes. Last 4 in a row, mate. I just hate saying
we hate them.
We really do. Alrighty, don't forget to check out darijoe. He does a Geelong Goal video highlights each week, so I think we've got 12 goals this week, matey. So good to have a few in there at least. And don't forget to check out catstars.com.au. He also uploads our stuff and other Cats highlights and whatnot, so check him out. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share it around and also subscribe. It's also very important. And thanks for sticking around for the review this week, guys. Don't forget to check out our other reviews and Q&As and tips and whatnot. We've got plenty of stuff on the channel, so check it all out. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and we'll see you all next time.